Morning, folks. Hope everybody's doing well. This one here is a little bit of a unique shave, more ways than one. But anyhow, this one here is a Sun Down. This is the old sticker, I guess you might say. There's a newer one, and I'll have a link down below, as well as describing the scent coming from, I guess you might say, homage to Sun Up. Yes, there we go. This particular version right here is, it came in a 2-ounce size. And I still have a little bit left, and there's the Crown King there, but there's just a little bit left in this 2-ounce size. And yeah, it's a rare one in that it came in a 2-ounce size. Doesn't happen very often from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, but I did manage to get a hold of not only the 2-ounce size, but also this particular aftershave that doesn't have alcohol. It's a witch hazel based aftershave. So unique very much in that way. I've already put my pre-shave routine. I've put a hot towel to the face, and I've been using 2 pumps of the Taconic pre-shave oil, and I already put that on my face this morning, giving it a moment, I guess you might say, to get soaked in real good. And I've got the soap whipped up here with this is a 3D printed brush from the Shaven Sailor. Say that real fast. I have a nice white knot, a synthetic white knot in there, and it's fairly wet, almost drippy. I could add just a little bit more water and it would be there. This particular bowl is pretty small. It whips up just fine with the size that it is. You have to just be kind of, I guess you might say, careful on how much water you put in there, because otherwise it comes out the sides without a problem. The shaver of the day is a Weck. I don't know if it'll show right there, if it didn't get the glare from the light. Sexta blade. This one here is I guess you might say a prep shavette. The blade today is I think it's pronounced Kismet. I have a link down below. Best place for me to find these blades are on eBay, and the one that I got linked is the one that offers the free shipping, but even at that you're getting there's 5 packs of the blades. There's 6 blades in each pack, so in other words you're looking at 30 blades for about $35 roughly shipped. And this is what the box looks like, if you're kind of wondering. This will be my first time using this shaver as well as this blade here, so I'm going to see how this works out. These blades are not inexpensive by any means, at least here statewide. These come from Germany from what I understand, so you can understand that the shipping is driving the price up on these blades for if you're trying to order them here stateside. Not exactly cheap, but the Persona blades are cheaper, but from what I understand, these blades might be a bit smoother. And I think Maddie's been able to get, I'm wanting to say, upwards of 10 shaves on a blade, I think it was. It's been a while since I looked at that video. Had these blades, I've had this shaver, now it's time to give it a try. Thought today would be a good day to do it on. More ways than one. For me, this is a very unique shave with this shaver, because it's all metal and it weighs. It's got some weight behind it. It weighs a bit. It is like, wow. I have a Parker SRX and it's all metal. It's a nice shavette, and it's not exactly a lightweight. This one here weighs quite a bit more. I guess you might say some of the excitement was partway through the day yesterday. I was on Instagram for a moment and had noticed a posting from Super Safety Razors about Parker's new razor. And Parker, they have shavettes. They have assorted DE shavers. And outside of a shavette being a single edge, I guess you might say, nothing really outside of that in the way of a single edge until here recently, and now they've came out with a new not a Schick injector, but a new injector. And it looks like a PAL injector adjustable. That's what it looks like. It looks like it might have been patterned right after that particular shaver. And anyway, so Parker's got a new adjustable injector that's very affordable price-wise, in that it's running, I'm wanting to say, about $32. Pretty nice. I mean, that price is pretty inexpensive. So it'll be interesting to see how that shaver turns out. But it's always nice to see somebody, I guess you might say, creating new shavers at affordable prices at that. I think I'm going to go ahead and warm this blade up real quick. Going to see how this works out. I like to say, I've never used this before. Well, I will have to say, from what I heard about this particular blade, that it's a smoother blade than a Persona blade. Personas are pretty sharp, and you definitely feel that sharpness when you're shaving with it. And this blade here seems to be a bit smoother. Matter of fact, this feels better all the way around. The blade is pretty smooth. I would have to agree. That is really nice. Feels very smooth going across there. Persona, and I do enjoy these kind of blades in that they're edgy. You feel the sharpness of the blade. I guess you might say it helps keep you honest. Not to be too careless. Yeah, this is pretty smooth. This is nice. And it does feel nice to have this kind of weight behind a shaver. This got this one here in pretty good shape. The pivot pin's pretty tight. It's not real loose or anything quite like that. May seem kind of odd, but last night for me it was late. I go to bed kind of early and get up early, but the excitement of a new injector last night was something else. I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put a link down below in case you want to check it out. Information wise on the injector, in that it weighs about 1.25 ounces. It's pretty lightweight. It, like I say, it does look like a PAL adjustable injector. An awful lot like it. Probably one of the noticeable differences is on the adjustment knob. On a PAL injector, you just got the marking for low, and then you got some tick marks, and then you got the marking for high. This one here has numbers 1 through 5 on there, but it does resemble a PAL injector. Which, depending on what school you're in, what camp you are when it comes to people making new shavers and they look similar to a vintage one, I would consider this more of a flattery. In other words, a compliment. I have 2 PAL adjustable injectors, and they're pretty nice shavers. Pretty easy to shave with, and they're not too terribly expensive when you find them. And they're usually in pretty good shape. But it'll be kind of nice to have a brand new one that's affordable and easy for the masses to get. And I think they're selling the injector blades, 60 blades for $20, I think it was. And if I remember right, the injector comes with a 20-pack dispenser for the blades anyway, so that's a pretty good buy. it's just real exciting to see people come out with stuff like that. And if you haven't seen it yet, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements came out, I get the names confused sometimes. Anyhow, it come out with a, it's not Bakelite, but a plastic shaver that glows in the dark. Phantasm, I think it was, or something like that. I can't remember. Then now they came out with a new one that's a blue one that's kind of translucent. Blue one looked pretty interesting. I like the color of that one. It'd be nice to see them come out with a red one like that too. The ox blood wasn't translucent, but it was red. That one there's pretty much appropriate in my opinion. It's a pretty aggressive shaver. I haven't tried the latest versions here lately. Hope to get one pretty soon though. This is going pretty smooth. Nice blade. I'm glad I got a set of them. And it probably helps a lot with having a good pre-shave routine. To me, I think that made a world of difference when I first started using a hot towel to the face, and then started introducing different kinds of pre-shaves, just depending on what soap you're using and the pre-shave you're using when it comes to shaves like this. But for me, it just made a world of difference in my shave. Of course, you know, my skin is probably a lot different than others in that it needs the help, in other words. If there was a get that started again. Anthony Esposito does not like shavettes, doesn't like the blades. And if there was a blade to recommend, it would be this one. I think he would appreciate this blade more so than a Persona blade because of the sharpness. This one here is a lot smoother. It really is. It's a nice shaver. I enjoy the weight behind this one, and this blade seems to work rather well. It is. This is a really nice shaver. These particular shavers, though, not the easiest to find. I looked on eBay, and you can find some Weck shavers out there, but as it goes for ones that are like this one here, I did not see one. Didn't look on Etsy. Didn't spend a whole lot of time hunting for them, but just to do a quick look to see how readily available they are. This one here is pretty nice. I definitely enjoyed the shave with this one here. That very smooth with this blade. Think here pretty soon I'm gonna have to order some more of those blades. It kind of, it's what it is if I find something I like, it'll soon become hard to find. That's just to see how things work out. Find something on eBay that you really like, and the next thing you know, they're hard to find after you finally discover them. And hey, I really like that, and then yeah, now it's difficult to find them on eBay. I did find, just out of a quick search, there was another website that had them, but it was an overseas website, and I didn't spend a whole lot of time. Looking to see if they even ship to the States. That's the reason why, I guess you might say, I gravitate to eBay, is because sometimes you're getting a site like that to ship to you is kind of difficult at times, because they have to make that adjustment on the currency, and then you got the shipping, and then is it even a good buy for you compared to eBay. Just a little bit of stinging this morning, nothing major though. This scent, I can still smell it. It comes and goes with my nose being the way that it is, but every so often I'll pick up a scent. It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea by any means. For me, it works well for my nose. But when it comes to some vintage scents, some people don't particularly care for them for whatever the reason. And it could have a lot to do with that they prefer the cologne scents. I'm kind of the other way around. I like the classic scents. And I think it has a lot to do with what my nose will pick up, what it smells. I mean, the cologne scents are nice. They're usually well blended. I can't pick up one scent, one note out of the whole thing. But my nose, since it's as bad as it is, it has a tendency not being able to discern one cologne scent from another unless I'm smelling them right there together. So in other words, the scents start to run together, all the same almost, in my mind after not using them a while. And scents like this, I definitely pick those up. Don't know why. Just the way my nose is. At the time when I ordered this, I did not realize that I was ordering a very unique set altogether, in that I was ordering one in a 2-ounce size, which doesn't happen very often, and an aftershave from PAA that was witch hazel based. This scent is just awesome. Like I said, my nose picks it up without a problem. I looked at the new stickers this morning, the new labels, and it looks pretty nice. Don't know if I'll get I might go ahead and order another one sometime here pretty soon. I have to say this formula, the Crown King formula, works well for me. CK6 is very nice. Can't complain a bit about it, but I guess you might say I get kind of stuck. This works just fine for me. Didn't have a problem with it at all. Very nice shave. My face just feels wonderful this morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe and smooth shaves to you.